All right, so we finished up the last game. Steven lost like everyone predicted.
I did not lose.
He lost one battle, but he ended up winning the whole game.
Yeah.
They just decided to start over with a new game since people seem super invested in the turn by turn of the game. So Xander has gone through and set up the board.
Yep. And so it starts off with Germany's turn, which I'm playing Access again. He's playing Allies. And so I've done my opening combat moves I want to do. I start with $30, and I'm buying a tank, a strategic bomber, and a minor factor.
Just so people know, this is the version that starts in 1940. So France and Germany and the UK are at war. The Soviet Union's not at war yet.
U.S. is
and
not
that's
at
why
war.
these blue pieces here are there, is so that we start out with Germany taking France. And obviously all the other political information anyway.
And Japan's at war with China, and that's just how it starts. So
buckle up. It's going to be a crazy ride.
we'll hold on to your tukuses. My 2 submarines at 2. Got one. And then my 3.
Missed.
Nothing,
Suck
and
it.
my 4. Nothing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so my 2, of course, missed. My 3, got one.
I'm taking the hit on my
And my battleship hits. That's a 2. Suck it.
I'm going to press the attack.
Okay. Now it's pretty even. 3 on 3. You're not going to do it.
Sub. Got one.
Dang it.
My fighter. Nothing. And my battleship. Whoa. Got one.
I have no idea what just happened.
Okay. So he just sank 2 of my ships. He's got a damaged battleship, a submarine, and a fighter still in the air. And I...
So, how do you know that he... Does it depend on what you roll?
Yeah, it depends on what you roll. So
where they are on the battle board.
if you look at the chart, everybody's got a silhouette. So when he's attacking with stuff up here. And he rolls a die for each unit he has. When I defend my battleship here, I roll a 4, 3, 2, or 1, and I hit one of his units. Does that make sense? So he's hitting my units, I fire back at him, and now I'm left with a damaged battleship, and he's got a battleship, a fighter, and a destroyer. But
So then do you put those pieces back on the board?
the ones that survive the battle.
So I've got a casualty zone. So these 2 have already been taken out, but they fire simultaneously. So they get to fire their shot in return.
I got 1 hit before.
Okay, my cruiser hit,
Take
and
it on
it's
the
sunk.
sub.
Yeah? What are you going to do now? My battleship hit. Boom!
Take it on the
Suck it.
fighter.
Okay, your damaged battleship versus
duel.
my damage.
Got him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah!
I'm going to sink it. Oh, you...
So damaged battleship goes there.
Oh, so if it's on its side, it's damaged?
Yeah.
Battleship's the only unit that can
Carriers.
take 2 hits.
Carriers,
Carriers.
Aircraft carriers can't.
Yeah, capital ships take 2 hits. So, I still didn't manage to sink that battleship. I tried, even the British bomber.
He tried very hard.
It's pissed me off. But, to no avail. I do have 2 British transports. I saved my Mediterranean Navy, which...
Terrible idea on your part.
What do you mean terrible idea?
I own the Mediterranean now.
For 1 turn.
How are you getting in there? I have a blocking force and a...
Your blocking force of 2 ships is going to be at the bottom of the Mediterranean.
Yeah, but it will have my airplanes and the rest of my fleet coming back.
I have plenty of defense for my fleet. Anyway. So, political situation, the Soviet Union is still not at war with Germany. So all I've done is, for the guy that commented about infantry, yes, see, I have plenty of infantry when I start out. Plenty of infantry. So, the buildup of pressure, he's going to start attacking here.
My lord.
He did manage to sink a whole bunch of stuff in the Pacific, but he did not manage to take the islands, which a minor stroke of luck on my part.
Big stroke of luck.
But it is not going to last forever because he has more transports in the Pacific than I do. Yeah, he took Hong Kong.
Kong,
So
and
Hong
Manila
Kong
is
is gone.
undefended.
And yeah, I had to evacuate Manila, so the Philippines is going to be taken. But I did reinforce Malaya, which gets me victory points, some extra income. But I don't think it's going to stand for very long.
And the Japanese fleet is circling Hawaii.
And threatening the Pacific, I gotta beef that up. But that leaves me nothing for the Atlantic. It's got 2 sad ships and the British. And so, luckily, there's only 1 sub. He's not in range yet. But this still makes me mad.
Alright. I guess that makes sense.
Okay, so your son's pissing me off. So last game when he's like, no, I'll just take the UK. This time he's like, no, I'll just take the Soviet Union. So he's pushing down right over here. He's already bombed the crap out of my factories. So I have to pay to repair those. He's literally surrounded me and he's trying to do a breakthrough right here.
So are you just saying he's better at the game than you?
So no, I'm saying that he's forcing a Stalingrad and I don't like to be in a Stalingrad situation. I like to do more than just buy infantry for the Soviet Union. I like to buy tanks and planes and all kinds of stuff. But he's doing this full court press on me. And he's never beat me at this game yet. And every time we play, he's getting better and better at it. And it kind of makes me sad.
Big battle. Turn 3? This is turn 3?
Yeah, turn 3.
The British are attacking the Italian Navy off of Syria, Cyprus, and Crete, and Greece. He's got 2 destroyers, 2 cruisers, and 2 fighters. I've got 2 cruisers and a battleship. So,
now the battleship is a 2-hit battleship. So I have to hit it twice in order to sink it. It's a risk. Not the game of risk. Okay, so my destroyers, I have to roll a 1 or 2 to hit. I got 1 hit
and I will take the damage
on the battleship. So it still fires. Okay, and my 4 3s, I have to hit 3, 2, or 1 to hit. And I rolled 2 6s and 2 4s.
Gas. Okay, so
So you lost that roll.
So
you got
that means I didn't sink anything yet.
Spread die is my battleship. These are my 3s. So battleship hits on a 4 or less. These hit on a 3 or less. So that's 2 hits.
That is the voice of pain.
Are you pressing the attack?
Yes, I'm pressing the attack.
Does that mean you're gonna like counterattack or something?
So
now
I
he's
can
gonna
choose
attack again.
to fall back, or I can keep going. And since he only has a damaged battleship, I need to hit. If I 2 hits.
Got my cruisers.
Okay.
Okay, same as before. Nothing. Ooh.
So, who won?
So
I still
he
have
still
a
has
live
damaged
battleship. And
I
he's
still have 2 cruisers and 2 fighters.
So
So I get to roll 4 dice again while he's only down to 1 die.
this is 3rd round of combat.
And I sink.
I got one on my way out though.
So as you were going down, you like
Yeah.
shot through his ship.
Basically.
Combat happens simultaneously, so everything you bring to the battle board gets to shoot once. So attacker shoots first,
And
then
then-
you move all your guys.
If you're defending, you move it to
The
behind
casualty
zone, and then they get to fire 1 time, and then they're dead. So he won the battle. He sunk 2 cruisers, a battleship, and 2 transports, and all I sunk were what? 3 cruisers?
A cruiser and 2 destroyers.
Steven, that's your cue to say sucks to suck.
I don't feel like. Well, yeah, it does suck to
You
suck because
you
I've got
won monetarily.
Africa here. That
Okay. Turn 3, Italy's turn. I'm going into Egypt. I'm bringing a tank from Syria, and then I've got 3 infantry, a mechanized infantry, 2 artillery, and a tank from Alexandria moving in. So
and I've got Australian 2 Australian infantry, 2 regular British, 1 British mechanized, 2 artillery, and 1 tank.
okay, so my 1s got 1, and my 2s 2 more, and finally my 3s nothing.
All right, so that's 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 twos. And what are the chances? Only 2 hits, and then my tank hits. So that's 3 hits.
3 hits. Okay, take it all on my infantry. I am pushing the attack.
Okay.
So black is my 3s. Wow, 1.
So what are the reds?
The reds are my 2s.
Oh.
Okay, should have clarified.
Okay. So my 2s, and that is 2 hits, and my tank is a miss.
Okay. I have 1 2 left and 2 3s. I am going to push the attack.
So can you just keep going till all your stuff is gone?
Yep. And I'm running out of time to take Egypt. So red is my 2, the blacks are my 3s. Nothing. Ugh.
Tank is green. 1. Gosh, dang it! 1, 4, 3. My 2s all rolled 4s.
My tanks got 1.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, my 3 2s. Hey, yeah, not 4, 5, and 6, and then my tank is a 6. I didn't hit anything.
So you're trying to roll 1 through 4? Is that what we're doing?
Basically.
Yeah.
No!
No!
2!
No!
Are you so mad right now?
I'm angry. So 1 hit. 1 hit. 1 hit. Oh my gosh.
Tank the tank. Got him!
Rolled a 4.
Will you be pouting for the foreseeable future?
He's only got it for 1 turn.
Yeah.
So because he was left with units, he has that territory now?
But I only have 1 guy, and he's got guys all around me. So this
And
was
what
a
am I
Pyrrhic
down?
victory.
2. And 1, 2. I don't know what I am going to do.
You can't ask my opinion because I have no idea.
Okay, well, let me just throw this your direction. See if this makes sense. Because so I don't like this force up here, but I also don't like the fact he's got a factory here. He's got a minor factory which allows him to produce 3 units, either ocean or land. This is where he's confined to having to use transports, which limit his ability. Right. This puts 3 units on the continent every turn. Right. So I can take it with these Chinese forces, but I was kind of planning on using some of these Chinese forces to eliminate this force up here. But I think I'm gonna have to come down. And it's gonna take me 2 turns because these all move 1 territory at a time, and I want to consolidate them in here. By that time, he'll have 3 more units here. But this, if I use all my forces down here, this is gonna explode out this way to the undefended backside of China. And I don't like that. I don't like that he's got me on, in chess terms, that would be a fork, right? Where I
He's got you by the cojones.
Well, you either take 1 unit there or you take the other piece there, and I've seen him come back from China, and I'm like, oh, I'm sweeping in, and then he takes it back. So I think I'm gonna have to go with after his factory, because my factory is way far away too. So if I can get it, and then once I obtain his factory, then I can produce units here.
Oh, so you can use his factory?
Yeah. You have to wait a full turn before you can't go in and place your new units on the factory that you just captured. You gotta wait a full turn. But
Well, Godspeed.
So, we are round 4, Germany's turn. I have decided to go from the Baltic states into Leningrad. From, just the Baltic states. And then I had, Karelia. And then I had 2 guys in Denmark that I navally assaulted from. I do not get the bonuses. There's a submarine here that I had to fight. So
I have 11 infantry, 5 artillery, a tactical fighter, and a regular or tactical bomber and a fighter against his force.
My attacking force of 7 infantry at 1, 3 infantry supported by 3 artillery, 6 tanks, and 1 bomber.
I get to shoot once at the bomber. I missed.
So my 1s, got 1. My 2s, got another 1. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
My stack is still tall.
My 3s, nothing. Wow. That
All right. So
That sucked.
3, 6. So my 11.
plus 5, you get 15.
Oh yeah. 15.
You need some dice.
So do you roll for all of your guys
Yeah.
in one?
Each unit that you have here gets 1 die and one die to roll. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then my tactical bomber got 1, and my fighter missed. So that's 8 hits.
So I have lost my entire infantry screen. So I only have 5 2s now. Nothing. My 6 3s, finally. I got 3. And my bomber. Got 1. So 4 total.
Okay, so it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 twos. One.
That
1. 12,
That's
1.
the worst roll I've ever seen.
I love that.
Yeah, just
Keep
wait.
doing
just
more of
wait.
those rolls.
My 3 missed and my 4 missed.
Yes. Okay, my 4 2s. Nothing.
Good.
My 6 3s. 2. And my bomber. Nothing. This is the most World War I stalemate I've ever seen in this game.
I just threw those into my tray and I got 3 1s. Come on. All right. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Three.
Are the dots on those dice stars?
Yes, they are.
3.
3, and then my tactical got 1, and my fighter got 1. So 5 in total.
Okay. So since I have lost the 2 guys doing an amphibious assault, I can actually retreat now, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to retreat back into the Baltic states. Catastrophic defeat, and it makes me angry.
Yeah, well, I'm none too happy about losing. So remember that giant stack of infantry I had? Alright. So, I'm going to put all the guys back on there.
So, same turn, round 4, as the disastrous attack on Leningrad. I'm also doing an attack into Ukraine. So I've taken my large force in Bessarabia and Western Ukraine, and then there were 2 tanks in Slovakia, Hungary. So I have something like 17 infantry, 2 artillery, 3 tanks, and 2 strategic bombers going against Father.
11 infantry, 3 artillery, 2 armor, and 1 fighter.
Okay.
It looks like you might get your butt kicked.
I do not think that they're going to. My goal is to try to take out as many as possible because I feel like he is going to take Ukraine, which loses me that factory.
So my
And gives
ones.
him-
1.
Bum bum ba bum.
He's got more to roll.
Oh.
I've got my 2s, 2 more. My
That's
3
so far?
Yeah. 1 more for my 3s. And my 4s. Got 1 more. It's 5 total.
11, 12, 13, 14. 14 twos. On that. So you got 5 twos. All right, and my green is my fighter. 1 more, so you lost 6.
Okay. So killed 6 of my guys, so I only have 5 ones now. 1 more. My 4 twos. Got 1. My 3 threes. Nothing. And my 2 4s. Got 2 more. Finally, pulling their weight.
Okay, I am down to very few units, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One, 2, oh my gosh, that's a slaughter. 6. And then my tan is my fighter. Just the 6. The infantry did all the defending on that one.
Okay, down to my 3 twos. No more 1s, he's killed them all. 2.
My last, my infantry.
My 3 threes. 1 more. And my 2 4s. Got 1.
It's not good looking good. So 2, 4, 5. Three. My 3s. 2 more. And my fighter. 1 more. What have you got left?
A tank and a bomber.
Okay, so in fact, you did not get your butt kicked. You did the butt kicking.
Yeah, well, I don't know that 3 units is a super victory. Are you?
I'm gonna retreat back into.
With your tail between your legs.
Yeah. Well, that was a disastrous turn. There goes the entire German Barbarossa, basically. I've stalled out, and I'm in trouble.
Are you ready with your fancy stick that you fashioned out of a dowel?
Look, command sticks are important. I just need this. I need it in my life. Okay, so I'm taking all of my navy and my fighters, minus the carriers, into the fleet around the Hawaiian Islands. Right? And I'm threatening everything he's got, including his carriers and his fighters, and it's going to be a bloodbath. I don't know.
It's a big one. It's a doozy. This is the biggest battle.
Is this going to
so far.
decide the fate of the whole game?
No, but it'll go a long way in
It
determining
will
who
determine the
controls
next,
the
like,
Pacific
3
at the
turns.
next. Yeah. Okay, so I've got 5 twos. 1 hit.
I will take it on my battleship.
5 threes. 2 hits.
I will take those hits on my carriers. They're not dead, they're just damaged.
And my 3 fours. 3! Wow, that paid off.
Final hit on my last carrier. And then I will lose a submarine and a destroyer. Okay, so I have 6, 7 twos. That's 2 hits. 3 hits.
3 hits. I'll take 2 of them on my battleships and 1 on my sub.
Okay. My 3s. Got 1.
Another destroyer.
And my 4s. 4 hits. Are you
Did something
speechless?
bad just happen?
Yeah, 4 hits.
Yeah.
That is the remaining 3 destroyers in my cruiser. So I have 2 damaged battleships.
Are you regretting every life choice you've ever made?
This
Are you going to
was
retreat?
a mistake.
Are you retreating?
Yeah.
Yes!
I feel like that guy that commented the kid is always whooping his butt may be correct.
Heck yeah. Okay, turn 4 is over. Disastrous turn for Germany. I did a double pincer into Leningrad here, which is a victory city, and Ukraine here, which has a factory. Both of them he repelled. Absolutely terrible. I lost my entire infantry
You
screen.
both have
great-
the worst rolls ever in this.
At,
Yeah,
at great cost to my fighting force that I was going to use to try to plunge into Germany, which didn't.
There was a big naval battle over here by Hawaii that stalemated a little bit. The Americans came in and I destroyed basically all their surface warships that weren't partaking in the battle, or that were taking part in the battle, excuse me. And all he did was damage most of my fleet minus like a destroyer.
Which will be easily repaired on this next turn if there's.
The only bright light for the Axis is I took Greece before he could take it and turn it allied. So overall, turn 4 was a big turning point.
Even though it sucked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, big turning point for this guy.
Well, it's not a big turning point because I was originally going to use my 2 transports to land 4 units in Greece, and because it's a pro-allied neutral, if I land in it, I get 4 Greece infantry units to put in with my British infantry. But because he landed, because he went through those 4, because he invaded it, so he had to fight the 4 there. They couldn't be reinforced to have to fight 8. So now I can't drop 4 on there because his force is too big. I'm gonna have to find somewhere else to land. And even though I've got him pincered out of Africa, I don't know that I can attack the soft underbelly of Europe yet. And so yeah, it's kind of how round 4 went.
Okay, so I have decided to take the plunge. I've moved the entire Japanese fleet out of Honolulu and most of the ground forces that were protecting it, and I'm trying to land in the western United States, where, yeah.
So does that brings the U.S. into the battle,
They're
or
already in the war, but
Well, what he's done is I've got a sizable American fleet that has some battle damage to it, but it's got all of
from
its air
the
wings.
pouty place?
Yes. So, full air wings on there. I have 2 carriers with only 1 fighter and 1 tactical. So as I have an undefended and 1 destroyer. And so he's bypassed this fleet that could have offered protection. He knows he doesn't want me to combine it, so that's why he attacked there. And now I have damaged battleships that I won't be able to repair unless I take back.
Aren't you the one that attacked first, though?
He took Hawaii, so I don't.
Okay, well, let's do this.
Okay, go ahead and roll, kid.
okay. My 2s, nothing. My 3s, 3 hits, 3 ones.
It's 2 damaged carriers and 1 destroyed.
Okay, and my 4s, 2.
Alright, that's both my carriers.
So he's pretty much gonzo, right?
My 2s, I only hit 1.
I'll damage a battleship.
My tactical got 1. My fighter.
It was a tactical.
My fighter missed.
Okay. Awesome. So my 2s, nothing.
Good.
My 3s, however, got 2 more. So
Alright, that's it. That's it. So,
this is only part 1. I get to land ground troops
You're
now,
not.
too.
If you think you're getting through, you're not. You're not going to. So, I did have 2 transports, which in game have no attack or defense, so they're automatically sunk.
Oh, don't forget you still gotta fire back.
Yeah. But 2 hits on what? On what? That your carriers that you can just take it on? Ha! Right. Tactical got 1. Fighter
Damage it back.
got another 1.
I'll damage a carrier,
2.
and I'll lose a tactical. I'm gonna grab your ground troops.
Yeah, I will grab my ground troops, because guess what?
Now, since there was a battle off the coast, I don't get to use any of my bombardments from my ships, and I used all of my planes to fight that battle. So these guys are going in basically unsupported.
Which is fine, because
Is that a bad plan, or is that just what needs to happen?
it's not ideal. You usually get a free shot from your ships, and he's attacking me. I have 2 bombers. The bombers are expensive because if you notice, they have to hit on a 1. If they attack at a 6.
It's 4. 4. They attack
Or
at 4.
attack at a 4. Attack at a 4. Defend at a 1. So,
Okay.
and they're expensive. They're expensive.
The black ones are my 2s, the red ones are my 1s. Nothing.
Nothing. Oh yeah.
These guys have gotten too complacent
Feel it.
sitting
Feel it.
in Hawaii.
Feel the disappointment. So here's my 1s, my 2 bombers. Got 1. Yeah. And then 4 2s. Got another 1. So that's down 2.
So I have 4 guys left. My 2s. 2 hits.
So now because I can select my own losses, if I choose to lose my 2 bombers, that's the most expensive. They're $12 a piece, where these guys are $3 and $4 a piece. They also defend better, and usually you take those out, but because these guys are rolling 1s, I have to defeat his force. And so he's put me in a position where I just lost both my bombers. I am so mad right now.
All in a day's work. All in a day's work.
All right. Well, here we go with my 1s. Oh yeah, 1 more. They lost, but bombers working overtime. Okay, now my 4 2s.
Nothing.
Nothing.
You love to see it.
Yep. Yeah. I love to see it.
My
What did you
2s
got?
got 1.
Okay. My 2s got 1.
One more.
So are you 2 just gonna run each other into the ground? Is that the plan?
Well,
here?
once he's landed his forces
Because I
amphibious.
feel like this
I
hasn't
can't
been a
retreat.
great time for anybody.
I can't retreat.
Yeah, he can't retreat. Once you've amphibious landing your units, what this does, yeah, this is not ideal. What do you got left? 2?
I got 2 artillery.
No, nothing.
2 fours.
So do you just have to keep going until somebody hits?
Yes. I have 2 and he has 2, and this is just 1. I got 1.
One. I got 1.
Oh, no.
Also, if I take the territory, his big factory gets turned into a little
factory, yes.
And then he has to spend money to build it back up.
Okay. Yes!
No.
I got him.
No.
I got him.
And I don't get a fire back. Okay, recap for turn 5 as we are now going on turn 6. Germany didn't do much. I kind of just tried to consolidate my line. I did sink the British Navy here. He got real lucky. I tried to strategic bomb 2 of his factories, and he shot down both strategic bombers.
Rolled some ones.
For once in your life.
Yes.
We had big battle over here. My fleet, the Kido Butai, sallied forth out of Hawaiian Islands to try and take the Western United
And it was
States.
close. It was close.
It was,
That turn.
It was down to the wire. I sank everything. This is all new stuff. I sank everything, and all he had left was one artillery in the Western United States. It was very close. But he then came back with his force, sank the rest of my fleet, and he started building back up.
You each have a pointing stick now.
Yeah, we both have to have pointing sticks.
How else are we going to feel like World War II commanders?
You know, they're-
if we can't.
The Russians kicked the Italians out of the Middle East. The British started pushing back up to Hong Kong, and I have sank pretty much the entire British fleet over here. I came in with three submarines and 2 fighters, and all he had left were the 2 fighters on the carrier. So I submerged the submarine and retreated the fighters. So, comments? I think these transports are still alive, at least for one more turn. And yeah, that's basically it. So.
Alright, giddy up. Okay, so
Okay.
what's happening?
So
Why
this is the
is your
start of
dot all
turn
ticked?
6. I have, for the past few turns as Germany, I've spent $5 every turn to buy a research die. You buy a die, you roll it, and if it gets a 6, then you get a breakthrough. You then roll the die again on one of the 2 charts to get a research. So they just buffs units. And so I am spending $10 this time.
He thinks you're being dumb. Is that
I think
the
he's
vibe
being
I
dumb
get?
'cause
Two
he's,
dice.
he's gambling.
Ugh.
Yes.
Because
So
neither of those-
you were right for once in your life.
Well, I was right, but the thing is, if he had rolled a 6, I would have been super pissed.
Because then I would have gotten something really good.
I wanted you
There's
to get...
stuff on here like the Germans really need. Like I'd like paratroopers. War bonds are really good. They give you extra money at the end of your turn. Improved mechanized infantry is probably one of the best things that I could get, because then my mechanized infantry can carry artillery with them. Right?
No, I thought it was they can blitz too.
They can blitz them by themselves, and then also I think they can do something else. That or advanced artillery. That
Advanced
one's
artillery
is really good
dope.
because that bumps up mechanized infantry by 2. So usually if you
It's
have
a 1-for-1 ratio.
yeah, usually it's a 1-for-1 ratio. So if you have an artillery and an infantry going into a battle, usually the infantry just attacks at a 1 and the artillery attacks at a 2. But the artillery buffs the infantry so they both attack at a 2. If you have advanced artillery, it's 1 to 2. So your attack power becomes that much more effective. So sadly I failed, but I'm going to keep at it. Eventually I'm going to get a Wunderwaffe and things are going to turn around, because right now
Even
we're pretty,
a blind squirrel finds a nut every once
Yeah.
in a while.
we are pretty stalemated right now. I've sunk basically all his navies,
Yeah, well,
but I
it
don't
costs
have
you all
much.
your navy
but
too.
yeah, I also
like
don't
the
have
only
much
thing
of
you
a
have
navy.
is a small British or small German fleet.
The Kriegsmarine is strong. Okay.
This is all that's preventing these 4 transports from offloading everything into Germany. Now, he's weakened on the Eastern Front. And as soon as this Air Force group here takes everybody out there, the Americans start industrial bombing runs on Germany. It's going to cripple him. He doesn't have the force to handle this. Plus, he's so weakened over there. Yeah, I've got him. I've got him.
A coggy.
Did you find some
He's
plastic?
freaking chewing on plastic again.
Anyway. Yeah. And then once I take back Hawaii, I'm going to go straight to Japan and use Australia to start mopping up all the islands.
So you have a very definite plan.
Oh, it's
Is it going to go as well as the Hawaiian Islands did?
no, it's going to win. It's going to win. Look. He has no navy left, and I have 5 carriers. That's all I need to do.
Akagi does not agree. All right, so we're doing a round 7.
Yeah, round 7 recap.
I don't
So-
think a whole ton happened.
No, not a whole lot.
What do you mean a whole ton didn't happen?
Well,
Are
except
you
for
kidding me?
this guy was super ticked, but
Look, Japanese no longer have Hawaii, and they no longer sit in Middle Earth. I kicked them both out.
In other news, I have Leningrad basically surrounded.
Please.
I foresee Leningrad falling this next
Please.
turn.
It's not going to happen.
I have taken Iceland, and I've parked some strategic bombers up there. The Italians still control the Mediterranean.
Okay, they control the water of the Mediterranean.
There was a small incursion into Normandy that has been fought back.
Oh, you mean Fortress Europe has been invaded? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Steven's super serious now. He's
Look.
getting down to business. He's got his glasses on.
It's we're gonna finish this, and it's all starting.
How much
from
longer
right
do you
here.
think this game is gonna go?
Oh, it's not looking good for him right now. Look, he lost one of the money islands.
For like not even a turn. I don't know what that transport's supposed to do, and one guy is not going to stop me.
Well, one guy's gonna stop you. What are you gonna attack him with? What two other units are you gonna attack him with? Oh, you're gonna empty the Philippines for me?
What are you going to go?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
How are you
Please
gonna-
empty the Philippines for me.
You can't drop any guys off there.
What do you mean I can't drop any guys off
Yeah,
there?
who's going to attack the Philippines right now?
Who's defending the Philippines? If you leave,
I
these
have
guys
another
leave.
turn.
All right. Well, so
Whatever.
turn 8 next.
Yes.
My dad just called me an ass. My dad just called me an ass. Call Child Protective Services.
What happened? I heard yelling.
I'm gonna destroy this fleet that's in the English Channel.
he's
I've pulled out the remaining bits of the Kriegsmarine, so a battleship, a cruiser, and a destroyer, and then my bombing forces in Iceland, plus the fighter that I had parked down in southern Italy. Okay,
Who's rolling first? You.
me, because I'm attacking, and then are you scrambling 3 fighters? Yes, you are.
yes. I'm scrambling 3 fighters.
My destroyer.
Yeah.
What do you mean, you destroyer?
I got a destroyer. I got 1 with my 3s.
Oh, yeah. See how good they did.
And 2 with my 4s. Wow.
What are you gonna do if Santa brings you a dice tray?
I don't know. I'd be very grateful. But also I like rolling on things. It makes people mad.
Okay. my sub fires, of course, at 4. The 3 destroyers got 2. Suck it.
I will take 1 hit on my battleship, and I will take the other on destroyer.
Are you ready? Here's my fighters.
What is he waiting for?
You lost 1. You lost 1.
I lost 1. I'll lose the fighter. There's my cruiser. Nothing. And my 4s. 4 kills! That's everything!
Yo!
Do we need to go back on vacation? So you just eating every ounce of your steak?
My destroyer missed. Good job, French destroyer. 1.
It's French. I don't know what you're expecting.
There's 2 fighters.
I am going to take it on one of my bombers. And then, sadly, they cannot go land back up in Greenland.
Oh, that's right.
So they're just going to have to...
So that's the end.
Yep. We just finished turn 8, and we are thinking we might call it.
I call it mean like one of you concedes.
Yeah, I was going to concede. We started off with Germany's
You
turn.
won again?
For all the pissing and moaning about my rolls, I feel like the Allied advantage is in my favor.
Yeah, I'm encircled in Russia, so basically Stalingrad. I don't have many forces to protect myself. America has built up a navy. My navy's dead. The Luftwaffe is dead. There's British forces in Normandy. So the liberation of France is coming soon.
So why does this guy right here gets so mad when he ends up winning.
Because I roll nothing but ones.
'Cause
Or
he-
I've been nothing but sixes and
He really wants to win fast.
He wants to crush your spirit.
Yeah. China over here. I've been pushed all the way back to the coast, and at this point, I'm not making enough money to fight off the Americans who are chilling over here. In
he did something pretty slick though. When I
Uh,
came up to attack, he kamikazed my
yeah,
carriers.
Japan has special rules for kamikaze. I kamikazed one of his aircraft carriers, and so his planes needed a place to land. But then he pulled an aircraft carrier from California all the way to here to have the plane land on it.
Which was a lucky save by me.
Australia is coming up. They're probably going to liberate the Philippines. I can't hold on to Hong Kong or Shanghai much longer, and Tokyo is on the board after that. So even though I got 2 German tech rolls, it was a bit too late. No Wunderwaffe is going to save me.
It's almost like real life. The V1, the V2s, the massive tanks, the Sturmgewehr, all of those technological breakthroughs didn't work for them either.
So, yeah, we're going to call this one. Next is we're going to try and do a live of Axis and Allies D-Day. And we'll see how that goes, since so many of you have been asking for lives.
Yes, indeed.